See, all the working note carries 2 marks to 3 marks. So receipt means what? Inflow. And payment means what? Outflow. Income tax. Again, income tax is payable. So I'll write how much? 30,000 rupees. What is this closing balance? It's A minus B. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the 12th session where I'm going to teach you the cash budget. I know here that flexible budget, sales budget, cash budget, if you get the problem, you can solve it very easily because we have done this in a very easy steps and the format is very clear. Let's go with the second problem of cash budget. Now, problem number 2, prepare a cash budget. Now understand here, when I told you that whenever you get any problem of cash budget, we are supposed to follow few of the techniques. What are the techniques here is, the minute I get to know the question, I need to actually find which month am I supposed to prepare. So we have 12 months from Jan to December. What usually they do is they give you 3 minimum months to be calculated, or they give you the maximum will be 4 months. So let's check the first one. Prepare a cash budget for the month of April, May, June 2019. That means there are 3 months, May, June, April, May and June, that is 2019, on the basis of the following information. But in the question, they have given us Feb, March, April, May and June. So which is relevant, which is not relevant, we are supposed to judge. Now they have given us sales, purchase, wage and sales expenses. Make sure that you know and you understand the difference between sales and the difference between sales expenses. Just to confuse you, they have given you the sales here, sales expenses. They could have given you selling expenses, but they have said sales expenses. Both are different. Now we'll go with the first one. We'll write the things on that basis of what we are supposed to calculate. First one is particulars. Now there are 3 months which I am supposed to prepare: April, May, June. Now I need to write rupees in each column. The reason is whatever the amount I'll be writing, it is all in Indian rupees. So we'll go with the next question here, that is additional information. That is a continuity of the question. First they said sales are 10% realized in the month of sales, balance equally realized in 2 subsequent months. Now before this adjustment, let me tell you here, whenever you solve cash budget, you should know the format. What is the format here? The first thing itself, the minute you are solving a cash budget, the first thing what we are supposed to write is, we should write opening balance. What is it? Opening balance. Now what is the opening balance? In which month am I actually starting? That is in the month of April. So in the question, I should actually see what the first thing is. What? When is the opening balance? What is the opening balance? So when is the opening balance? In the sense April opening balance, and that is what is the opening balance. Now see here, anywhere opening balance is there, just need to understand here: purchase, wages, sales expenses, income tax, dividend, income from investment, and the last one is cash balance on hand as on 1st April 2019, that is 50,000 rupees. So this is our opening balance. So we'll write here how much? 50,000 rupees. Done. So the first entry is done. Next thing is what in the format is, after opening balance, I need to see to it that what are my receipts and what are my payments. So receipt means what? Inflow. And payment means what? Outflow. What is my inflow and what is my outflow? If I know that, that would be the end of the cash budget, right? So we'll go with this. Here in our problem, we have what? Sales. I have done sales. So that means what? Money is coming to our business. So this is called our receipts. Here, purchases. I've taken something, I've purchased something. Now I need to pay money. So payment. This is expenses or payment. Wages is what? Again, expenses. Done. Now, sales expenses, they have only said the word here. What? Expenses. So we have one receipt and we have 3 payments. Let's check the entries here, how we are supposed to go. The first entry here is what we need to add. What is that we should do? We should add receipts. We should add receipts. When we go with the receipt, the first entry is what? Sales. The first entry is sales. Now we need to check what is the sales adjustments. Now here we have the sales adjustment, that is sales at 10% realized in the month of sale. So when I have sold something, 10% of that amount I will take it in that particular month itself. But the balance equally realized, whatever is the remaining, that is a 90%. Say 10% I have taken. So how much is the remaining? 90% is there. Realized in 2 subsequent months. That means 2 months. Say example, I'll tell you here. Say January I have done something. In the month of Jan I have done something of 1 lakh rupees. Now in the month of Jan only I have collected how much? 10,000. So 2 subsequent months mean what? After January, what are the months? One is February, another is March. Another is March. Now what happens here is January 1 lakh rupees I have actually done the sales. In that 10,000 I have received that particular month itself. So what is the remaining amount? The remaining amount is 90,000, that is 90%, but it is balanced equally. Balanced equally means what? Here I'll take 45% and here I'll take 45%. So this is what is called recovery, right? Where the data need to actually give it to us. So this is what we are supposed to calculate. That means February I'll take 45,000 and in the month of March I'll take 45,000. This is what it is, right? So I'll just erase here. I just gave you the example. Now let's go with the sales at 10%. So firstly here sales I'll write, but here what I'll do is I'll go with 10%. How much? 10%. We are preparing for the month of April, May, June. So let's go with April, May, June. Now understand, here in sales what happens is we have something called April, May, June. So they said that 10% I'll receive in the same month. So 60,000, 10% is how much? 6,000. So here working note here. 60,000, right? Now 10%. What it is? It is 6,000. 6,000 in the same month. Now next is May. May is how much? 1,20,000. 1,20,000. Now again 10% I should go with, that is 12,000. This is May. This is April. See, all these are working note. All these are what? Working note. And in the month of June, say here I'll write here June. June is how much? It is 80,000. 80,000. So 80,000, 10%. Here also it is what? 10% is this. 10% is 8,000. So now what I'll write in the month of April 6,000, May is 12,000 and June is 8,000 respectively. So here 6,000, 12,000 and here 8,000. So I'm done with 10%. Now again I have that 90%, isn't it, remaining. Now for that I need to go with, here also it is what? Sales. You can write credit sales or payment received by the debtors. Like that you can go with it. Sales for 90%, how much? That we are supposed to go with the calculation. Now understand the calculation here. When I said that balance equally, now we need to go with the working note. Now here working note, what will be? We should take Feb, March, April, May, June. Completely you just take it and start going with the working note. Now when we go with the working note, here I'll tell you working note for sales. So this is the second working note. The first working note is what? For the sales, 10%. Next is 45%, 45%. For that, what is that you should do is, you need to make columns like this. We have Feb, March, April, then here May and June. Correct? So we'll just write here. Now we'll write here sales. How much was our sales in Feb, March, April, May and June? Now in Feb it was 1 lakh. So we'll write here 1 lakh. Next 1 lakh 10,000. 1 lakh 10,000. Then we have 60,000. 60,000. Then we have 1 lakh 20,000. 1 lakh 20,000. And the last one is June is how much? It is 80,000. So here we have June is 80,000. Now understand, we have already taken that 10%. So we will not take 10% here. Let's deduct that 10% from each and everything. So when we deduct that 10% here, what it is, 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000. The same way here it is, you have 11,000. Here it is 6,000. Here we have is 12,000 and 8,000. So we have already written this, no? 6,000, 12,000 and 8,000, because we are supposed to prepare only for April, May, June. Why these entries are needed, if you need to ask me, I'll tell you, because they have said 2 consecutive equal months. So that means here what is the balance here? 90,000 is still the balance. Here we have 99,000. Here we have is 54,000. Here we have is 1,08,000. And the last one is 72,000. Hope you are able to understand this here. What is that we have done is 10% is in the same month we have received, but the next is what we are supposed to receive the next following 2 subsequent months. Now understand, in the month of February, this 90,000 is there. When will we receive it? So for that you should write here first month, then here second month. You write this as a column. Now understand, 90,000 in the sense, now what is that we should do? Equally, that means 50%, 50%. Right? 90,000, 50%, 50%. So you can divide 90,000 divided by 2. So here what happens is, in that first month, after that February, I'll receive in the month of March, and the February amount I'll receive the remaining in the month of April. The same way here, March you will receive in the month of April as well as May. April you will receive in the month of May as well as June. So this continues 2 subsequent months. So this 90,000 I'll receive in the first month of March, that is 45,000. And the second month I'll receive what? Here 45,000. So this is what the working note which you are supposed to do. See here, understand. This is what has happened, 90,000. Complete, done. So I have received the 90,000 which was balanced in 2 subsequent equal months. So that is March and April, 45, 45. Now here what happens is 99,000 is there. 99,000 divided by 2. Please take your calculator and then calculators. 99, if you divide 99 divided by 2, it is 49.5. So it is 49,500. So it is how much in the first month? That is March. You will actually take in the month of April 49,500. The same amount you are supposed to write what? Here 49,500. Hope you got this here. So again what happens? It is the same thing. So I have received 99,000. Next, in the month of April, how much it is? 54. 54 divided by 2 is 27 2s is 54. So it is 27. So here 27,000 I'll receive, and next month 27,000 I'll receive. So whatever it is, cut, copy, paste. So we have 27,000. Now understand here, 27,000 plus 20,000, 27,000 is 54. Done. Next is we have 1,08,000. Now take your calculator here, students. 1,08,000 divided by 2, if you go 54. That means here what happens is 54,000 I'll receive in the month of June, and the next is 54,000 I'll receive in the month of July. But which all are the months we are supposed to calculate sales? only April, May and June. So what is it? That is the total of, now these were the balance, isn't it? These were the balance. Now you are not supposed to calculate the balance. You should only calculate what? The first month, the second month. Now here understand, March we are not taking, so this is done. March we are not taking. Now July we are not taking, this is done. Here Feb also we are not taking it. So here what happens is 49,500 and 45,000. So that you are supposed to calculate. Here is 27 and 49,500. I want you people to calculate and give the answers to me. 54 and 27. Let's go with this. The first one is 49,500 plus 45,000. 94,500 in the month of April. Next is 27,000 plus 49,500 is equal to 76,500. 76,500. Next one we have is 54 plus 27, that is 81. So we have 81,000. So what is the sales which we have collected in the month of April, May, June? That is 94,500, 76,500 and 81,000. That we are supposed to write it. So hope you got the working note of our sales of the remaining 90%, which was the credit sale, which you are supposed to take it from the debtors. Now we have 94,500, then 76,500 and 8100. Now the sales here 94,500, 76,500, then we have 81,000. So here what is it? This is credit sales. Credit sales, that is 90%, that is 94,500, 76,500, 81, done. Next here we need to understand that though we have done all this, sales we have taken, so this is done, tick mark. Now purchases, wages and sales expenses, everything is coming what? The expenses. So we need to continue with the question. Sales is done. Now we have the second entry, that is the purchases. Now here in purchases what they have said is creditors are paid in the month following the month. Say example, you have taken in the month of Feb, okay, say 2 lakh rupees. Now that when will you pay? You will pay in the month of March. The same way, in March whatever you have actually taken, when will you pay? You will pay that in the month of the next following month. So that is what the purchases is all about. Let's go with here. Now we have opening balance 50, then we went with receipts. Now what is that? We don't have any other receipts. We need to calculate the total. Now what is that? We will denote this as, we will denote this as total of A. What is that? Total of A. Total of A. Now here, let's take the calculator here. Now we have 50,000 plus 6,000 plus 94,500 is equal to 1,50,500. 1,50,500. Now should you calculate all these things? No, you are not supposed to write. Next entry is what? You need to subtract everything whichever is the payment. So the first payments here is what? Purchase. And what is that? They have actually said whatever you will actually take in the month of April, that you are supposed to pay in the month of May. What you are supposed to take in May, you are supposed to pay in the month of June. So we are supposed to go back to our question here. Now they said that purchases is what? Next month. So April, May and June I'm supposed to take. Now understand here, February amount, which is 90,000, when will I supposed to actually pay? That is in the month of March. The same way here, 1 lakh rupees, when am I supposed to actually pay? In the month of April. Now this is what it is, right? So in the month of April, what will I write here? 1 lakh. I'll write here how much? 1 lakh. The same way here. Next, 1,10,000. When am I supposed to actually pay? I'm supposed to pay in the month of May. So I'll write here 1,10,000. And the last one here, purchases 1,15,000. When am I supposed to actually pay? In the next month, that is June. So here I'll write 1,15,000. Hope you people actually got the purchase entry here. Again, I'll go for a quick recall what exactly we have done. See, in the month of March, it is actually 1 lakh, but we are not supposed to write it. The reason is I'll get that amount in the month of April. That's why I have written April it is 1 lakh, May it is 1,10,000, and June it is 1,15,000. Please understand, it's not about what is in the question. It's about when you are getting your cash. What is the date, what is the month which you people are able to recover? That is what you are supposed to write. Or what is the month, or which is the month which you are supposed to pay? That is what you have supposed to write. Okay, done. Next we have is what? Wages and sales expenses. Let's go with this. After purchase, we have wages. We have what? Wages. Now when we go with wages, again we need to check in the question what is the conditions here. Now they have said the third condition itself is what? Wages 20% paid in arrears. 20% paid in arrears in the following month. Now what is this paid in arrears in the sense? Understand, we have total 100%. Now in that 100%, what they have done is they have done the breakage, that is 80% and 20%. What is this payment of arrears in the sense? That is, there is a delay in payment. That is the 20% of whatever they have delayed, that it will go in the next month. In the next month. And that 80% in the same month. In the same month. This is the next one. So again, we are supposed to go with what? A proper working note. A proper working note. I'll show you the working note here itself so that you people will be able to understand. Let's delete everything. Let's go with the working note of wages, that is 20%. Now when we go with the 20%, here what we will write is wages. There will be two entries here, just like your sales. One is 80%, another is 20%. Let's go with both. So we'll go for the working note here. Working note of wages. And this will be our third working note of wages. I'll show it here itself, students, for you, for your betterment. Let's go with Feb we have. Then March. See, all the working note carries 2 marks to 3 marks. Without working note, they'll have a feeling that you would have copied from somewhere. That's why you need to go with working note. March, April, we have May, and the last one is June. Okay, now we will write as it is, whatever it is. Wages is here 10,500. Then we have is 11,000. Next is 7,000. Next is 10,500, 8,500. Done. So we have, this is what the wage according to the question. Now we are supposed to get back to our question. They said that 20% paid in arrears. That means the 80% is paid in the same month. So we'll write here 80% paid in the same month. What is the 80%? Now I'm supposed to prepare only for the month of April, May, June. So do I need February entry? No, I don't need it. So let's go with March, April, May, June. Sir, why do I need March? I'll tell you in the last why are we supposed to calculate the March entry as well. So April 7,000, 80% is paid in the same month. So here what happens is we'll calculate each and everything here. Let's go with 80%. March is 11,000 into 80%. So it is 8,800. 8,800. Next, same way, 7,000 into 80%. That is 5,600. 5,600. Next, May we have. May is 10,500 into 80%. 8,400. 8,400. Then June is 8,500 into 80%. That is 6,800. 6,800. Now we got this 80% conclusion. Now understand. March, I was supposed to be paid 11,000, but they have paid how much? Only 8,800. So what is the remaining amount? That is the 20%. When will they pay? They'll pay in the month of April. So that's the reason I need to actually wait for the April amount. Now understand this. Here I'll write here 20%. So total is what? 80% plus 20% is 100%. So we need to calculate here. That is 11,000 minus 8,800. That is 2,200. That remaining 2,200, when will I get? I'll get these things. If I calculate 8,800 plus 2,200, I'll get 11,000. Now the March is settled. March amount is, the wages settled. Now the same way, April here. See, this is what you are supposed to differentiate. Okay. Now I'm supposed to take only these two entries. Next, 5,600 is there. That is 7,000 minus 5,600. 1,400. Now this amount, if it is calculated, that is 7,000. Now April amount is also done. I got my April wages. Same way do it for May and June. That is 8,400 and 10,500 is 2,100. Here 2,100. Now should I calculate for July? I don't need, because I just need to prepare April, May, June. So my entry will be 5,600, 8,400, 6,800. For the 20% in arrears, in the sense 2,200, 1,400, 2,100. That is what I'm supposed to write. So you can go with two of the entries, or you can actually sum up in one of the entry itself. So let's go with two of the entries here. What exactly it is? 80%, how much it is? April. Understand, 80% is what? This is what 80% is. 5,600. 5,600. Next here, 20% is what? 2,200. 2,200. This is the 20% and the 80%. Next we have is what? May is 8,400 and here 1,400. 1,400. Let's go with 1,400. Then we have a 6800 and then we have 2100. Let's go with these things. So this is what the wages. Now I'm done with my sales is done, purchase is done, wages also done. Next, these are the two entries which were very, very important, which we had working note. We had two working notes here, that is 1 and 2. Then we had here, we had one working note, that is number 3. So the next one is sales expenses paid. Now what is the sales expenses? Sales expenses is also payment, sales expenses in the month itself. So whatever is the sales expense, it is paid in the same month. So we'll go with the sales expenses here. So sales expenses. Now we have sales expenses. Now understand, we are supposed to prepare for the month of April, May, June. So and they said that sales expenses will happen in the same month itself. So here April, what happens? 2,000, then 3,000 and 2,200. So write down the same thing here. That is 2,000. Next is 3,000. 3,000 and then we have 2,200. So my sales is also done. Sales is also done. Next we have is what? Income tax rupees 30,000. See, what is it? Income tax. Again, income tax is payable. So I'll write how much? 30,000 rupees payable in June. Payable in June. So I'll write here income tax. Income tax. Should I pay in the month of April? No. May also does not. The June, how much it is? 30,000. I'll write here 30,000. Now understand here, income tax is also done. Next we have is dividend. Dividend rupees 12,000 payable. Payable, again it is payment. Dividend rupees 12,000 payable in June. So what is that I'm supposed to do? Again I'll write here the entry dividend. So we have dividend, right? We have dividend and it is how much? 12,000 in the month of June. So April is nil, May is nil. Here it is how much? 12,000. So what I have done is dividend also I have actually taken. Now after that, see here, sales is done, purchase is done, wage is done, sales expenses is done. So we have written all those. Later we had purchases, wages, sales, income done, dividend is also done. Income done, dividend. Next is the seventh entry is that. Understand the seventh entry here. Income from investment. Income from investment. Income from investment. That means payment is coming. Rupees 5,000 received half yearly in March and September. Am I supposed to prepare for March and September? No, I'm not supposed to prepare for the month of March and September. That's why this entry is not needed for our problem. And the last entry is what? Cash balance. Now we have already taken the opening balance, so this is also done. So while reading the cash balance only, we had seen that the March and September we are not supposed to take it, and all the entries are done. So what is that? We are supposed to calculate each and everything. Now whatever we calculate here, right, whatever we calculate here, this is called as what? The total of B. Total of B. That is the total of payments. So let's calculate here. Now we have 1,05,600, 2,200 and 2,000. So here what happens here is 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9, 8. So it is 1,09,800. 9,800. So 1,09,800. For your referral, let's check this. 1 lakh plus 5600 plus 2200 plus 2,000. So 1,09,800 done. Next here, what is that we should do is, the last entry is closing balance. Closing balance. What is this closing balance? It's A minus B. A minus B. A is this minus B. That means here we have 1,50,500 minus 1,09,800. So we have 40700. 40700. Now closing balance of April will be the opening balance of May. So we have here 40,700. So we have 40,700. That is my opening balance of May. So that I need to actually total it, plus 12,000 plus 76,500. So I got here 1,29,200. Now this is the total of A. Now I need to calculate this. 1,10,000. 1,10,000 plus 8400 plus 1400 plus 3,000. 122,800. 122,800. Again, A minus B, that will be my closing stock. 129,200. So I got here 6,400. 6,400 is what I have actually got. Now understand here, in the month of April, I have a cash balance, that is the closing balance of 40,700. But in the month of May, what happened? From 40, it has actually come to 6,400. That means here what has happened? Receipt is there. When you compare with the payment, it is what? Less. Now understand here, receipts 129,200 and payment 122,800. Though receipts are more, next we need to check whether we'll have surplus or deficit here. Let's go with this. Closing balance of May will be the opening balance of June here. So I'll write here 6,400 here. Now 6,400, again we are supposed to add everything here. 6,400 plus 8,000 plus 81,000. We have 95,400. 95,400. So that is 95,400 is the receipt which I have supposed to receive in the month of June. But here see, payment only 1,15,000. More than this. Now what will I get? The closing stock will be the negative here. Let's check the closing stock here. 115,000 plus 6800 plus 2100 plus 2200 plus, then we have is 30,000 plus 12,000. So we have 1,68,100. 1,68,100 minus that is 95,400. So 72,700. 72,700 but negative. That means here it is less. Receipts are less, payments are more. So what happens is, now I need to go for overdraft. See, whenever you get negative here, students, instead of writing minus, what I insist you is write here bracket. Don't write the negative, write the bracket. The minute you write the bracket, it is known that you don't have cash, you are supposed to go for overdraft. This is what the cash budget of the second problem is all about. Now, understand each and every entry. The first thing here is, whenever you start reading the problem, understand how many months we are supposed to calculate. That you are supposed to take in your mindset. Next thing is, go with the additional information, find out the opening balance of that particular month, the first month which you are supposed to calculate. Later, you are supposed to go with, you need to see that what are your receipts and what are your payment. So first, opening balance plus all the receipts. Now we had only one type of a receipt, that is the sales and the credit sales we had. That is, sales is 10% in the same month and the remaining whatever it is in the equal subsequent 2 months. So that is, if you take in Jan, Feb and March, you will actually settle it. That is what it is. Then we had seen the working note. Then we have written each and everything here. Now later, total of A we have calculated. Then we went with deduction of payment. That is, all the payments we have listed. Purchase was there, wages, sales expenses. In the additional information, we had income tax and dividend. Again, we have written that and then we calculated it. This is what we got the answer. This is what we have got the answer. So anywhere you felt any kind of a thing we have left, we have not left anything. But let me tell you here, students, only to teach you have done all the tick mark, but you are not supposed to go with any of the tick mark in any of the question paper, because the minute you go for a tick mark, say example here also, nowhere you are supposed to go with any tick mark, or anywhere don't go with any circles. You can write something called the working note like this in your answer booklet only. And then what happens is, you will get more marks. In the answer booklet only, go for all the working notes. Any doubt in this problem? Let me be very frank here, students. If you have any doubt, okay, I'm always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.